A Helena real estate agent has been fined $150,000 and sentenced to 3 years probation for failing to provide lead-based paint disclosures to residents of veteran housing at Fort Harrison. 54-year-old Melanie Ann Carlin of Clancy pleaded guilty in November to one felony count of knowing endangerment. Carlin owns 406 properties in Helena. In 2018, she agreed to provide property management services for rental units known as Freedom's Path, Fort Harrison. The more than 100-year-old property served as affordable housing for veterans. Federal regulations require the disclosure of lead-based paint before the sale or lease of homes and apartments built before 1978. In court documents, prosecutors said that Carlin knew lead-based paint was in the units, but did not disclose it to families applying to live there. In September 2021, an 18-month-old child in the veterans' home was found eating paint chips inside the unit. Medical testing found the child had very high lead levels in their blood and required treatment. When you think of an emergency, you may think of ambulances, police officers, and firefighters, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that gets first responders to you. MTN's Madeline Heath visited the Montana Highway Patrol Dispatch Center in recognition of National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week.
Montana Highway Patrol dispatchers serve all of Montana's 56 counties out of a small room in this building behind me and answer around 300 calls a day, keeping the Treasure State safe.
I feel really accomplished. We take home our accomplishments every day knowing that we're, no one else is going to know what we did. No one remembers our name.
The second week in April is recognized as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Appreciation Week. On Tuesday, Attorney General Knutson and the Montana Highway Patrol Colonel stopped by the dispatch center to celebrate the work that oftentimes goes unseen.
Frankly, the law enforcement professionals in Montana couldn't do what they do without these folks. This is the nerve center.
The small room filled with computers, phones, radios, and dispatchers helps connect multiple state agencies like MHP, Motor Carrier Services, and Montana FWP to each other and the public during an emergency.
But it really does feel good to really pull those numbers, those phone calls. When they gave me my numbers for the year, I was like, wow, that didn't feel like 8,300 calls, but I did that.
Brittany Buchanan has been recognized as Dispatcher of the Year for answering all of those calls and for her patience and empathy with those in emergency situations. Dispatchers work in 12-hour shifts and are assigned to different districts in the state every day. Because of Montana's size and rural nature, the job can be challenging.
And at times I think it can be like a giant puzzle trying to figure out who's closest to this location that is, for lack of better terms, in the middle of nowhere.
And for Brittany, although her job is difficult, it has been the perfect fit for her love of staying busy for almost 3 years.
I really love people. I like talking to people. I like talking. And I thought, well, maybe it'd be a good place to go. And I really do just love it.
Reporting in Helena, I'm Madeline Heath, MTN News.